Good morning. What's waking up inside you? We're going to ask the question today. Are you a burden? Shake your hands. Are you a burden or are you being supported? Shake your hands. Shake your hips. Are you a burden? Am I a burden or am I being supported? Now, it could actually be a little bit of both, depending on who you're thinking about, what the situation is. The real trick is that you shouldn't, don't need to. It just wouldn't be helpful to feel terrible about it. What would be much more helpful would be to do something about it, to figure out what's the right thing for you to do, to take some steps, maybe take a stand for yourself. Shake. If all you did in the morning was shake for a minute, you'd be a bit more awake. You'd have better blood flow. You'd have better muscle tension. You'd feel a bit more alive and ready. So ask the question, am I a burden? Am I being a burden? Am I being supported? Isn't it weird? We can want to not be a burden and resist being supported at the same time. Well, what choices does that leave us? Okay, your legs are a bit wide. You've just been shaking. Take a moment and pause. See how you feel. Now explore where your feet need to be so it feels like your feet are directly underneath you and you're very stable. Start by going really narrow. Notice how you move around. It's fine. Don't be forceful. Try a little wider. A little wider. One more time. A little something that feels like it'd be too wide. Now, we want to always be playing around with your stability, your base of support. With your legs fairly wide, drop down tiny, tiny squat. From there, shift side to side. Feel how mobile your hips are or not. If there's pain, don't push through pain. Explore. Explore the movement that you have. Ask the question, where, when, how am I being a burden? Now, again, we're just finding out how your mind thinks, not what's true out there necessarily and how other people perceive you. How you're perceiving yourself. Where, how, when am I being a burden? Not in the past necessarily. These days, as a pattern, as a habit. Now try to shift forward and back. Explore forward and back. How far forward can you go? You can straighten your knees. You're allowed to do whatever you want. There's no rules. Just explore movement patterns. And it's a great way to develop some core. It's the structure behind the strength, the movement ability, and capacity behind your conditioning. And sometimes as a result of your conditioning. We want to de and recondition our mind, our bodies in ways that work better. Now you're free to go anywhere. Where can you move here and where can you not? Where can you move and where can you not? While you're wondering, how, when, where, in what ways, how often am I being a burden? How would I know? When do I think of myself as a burden? You get the drift. Finally, add to this arms. Reach above, explore the space, go slow, and where can you explore? Where can you not explore? Where's the limit? How are you with feeling limited? Are you truly unlimited? Well, you are within this particular boundary in space. Range of motion. If you want to be more unlimited, then you're going to need to look at your limitations. And some might not ever go away, but you can really work on them and explore them and change them. And in doing so, be less of a burden, feel less of a burden on other people without denying support. Now take your left leg forward, right foot back, something comfortable, just something comfortable. Right toes can be turned out. Again, there's no wrong way here. There's a general structure to start with, and then explore. Now, this is going to tilt your pelvis and it's going to require a bit more from your low back. So go gently here, explore, no race. Now, flip the question. When, how often, in what ways am I being supported? Am I being supported? While you ask questions, something to pay attention to is, does the quality of your movement free up or stiffen up? Like, can you move more interestingly, creatively, smoothly, or do you tend to stiffen up? We're usually going in one direction or the other, depending on the things we're thinking about, the images, the symbols, the thoughts, the questions, the context, the environment. It's good to pay attention to that. Switch legs, right foot forward. Purely because of your ranges of motion being different on one side to the other, this could feel different, so explore like it's new. In what ways? How? Where? And where? Because of why am I being supported? If you were carrying something, if you held something, it could be a burden for you, or you could be supporting it. Completely different attitude, mindset, sense of gratitude, sense of physiology, level of stress. Good. Now, get comfortably with your feet underneath you. This probably feels even more supported and stable than going wide, or at least more ready, more normal. And I want to explore this question around being supported, but am I being supported is different than are my actions being supported, which is different than are my goals and desires being supported, which is different than on and on and on. So that's the question that we're going to play with for the rest of the time here. Are my actions being supported? Take your hands, move forward, come step back, forward and back. Are my actions being supported? Now, some of what needs to support your actions are how you're moving. So if you overdo it, are my actions being supported? It's going to feel like the world's not supporting me and the environment isn't right for me and I'm not a fit for it and all sorts of other narratives. But you can just, by taking the right size step, make this your own by exploring in unique ways. You reach out there, explore, come back. Reach out there, explore, move, do, come back. Are my actions being supported by the steps that I take? Interesting. That's another way to ask the question. Are my actions supported by the steps I take, by the moves I make? Are my actions, goals, desires supported by the space? I'm in a room with a camera. If right now my desire was to make breakfast, then the space and my steps and my moves would not be supporting that goal and desire. But it wouldn't. But it would be obviously right. It wouldn't be a place to feel. It wouldn't be a situation that's generating shame and guilt. It would just be obvious. This isn't the place to do that. Now, by this point, you probably stepped. You found a pattern. You may have slipped in. I have certainly slipped into a pattern. Step out, reach, reach, reach. So just change the pattern for the next few moments. Do something different, and then change it again. Do something different. Do something different from your feet and your hips. And for the last few seconds, think about what's a goal, a desire, an outcome, an expectation, a standard. What is something external to you or your own values? Very, very important for you today, in this next week. And as you step forward here, how does everything support that? I'm going to leave you with that question. How does everything support that? That makes it spacious enough for all the goals, the desires, the dreams, all the narrative about it, everything you communicate and everything you know. And how does everything support that? So we're not looking to bypass any real change and pain and issues. Actually, just looking for the steps, the opportunities, the ways, the possibilities, the threads you can follow. So until next time, thanks for being you. Thanks for being epic. Keep moving.